Thanks to her role as Enid in Netflix's brand new series Wednesday, Emma Myers is rapidly gaining a whole new following and fame as one of the many rising stars from the show. For those of you who don't know, Wednesday Addams, a character from the Addams Family, is at the center of the show's main storyline. With Jenna Ortega in the lead role as Wednesday, we see Emma as the werewolf Enid Sinclair, Wednesday's roommate and best friend. The show also features actors like Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Addams, Percy Hines-White as Xavier Thorpe, Louise Guzman as Gomez Addams, Jamie McShane as Sheriff Donovan Galfin, and Ricky Lindholm as Dr. Valerie Kinbot. In this star-studded cast, one person sticks out for us all. Can you guess who? We know how eager you are to know everything about this very talented, very young actress, so sit back and let us take you inside the life of Emma Myers. So let's begin with the basics, shall we? Wednesday might be your cup of tea if you're into horror, or if the Addams Family was your favorite cartoon as a child. You can see Wednesday Addams try to control her developing psychic gift while attending Nevermore Academy in the TV series. She also stops a killing spree and unravels the mystery that ensnared her parents 25 years before. The character of Enid Sinclair, a werewolf who is Wednesday's roommate and best friend, is played by Emma Myers in the Netflix original series. Judging by how well she acts, you'd not believe that she's only 20 years old. Yep, she was born on April 2nd, 2002 in Orlando, Florida. And yes, that makes her an Aries. Do what you'd like with that information. Turns out she didn't always want to be an actress, though. The Wednesday actress had a pretty bizarre cheetah obsession when she was younger, and that's what she wanted to be. Yeah. She revealed in an interview that she'd go on all fours and run around like a cheetah, even once at the zoo right next to the Majestic Cats enclosure. Talking about her childhood, her favorite movie of all time has been The Hobbit. She's one of those people who can quote the movie word for word. Isn't that crazy? In her own words, she's seen the movie more times than she's seen her own grandma. Even though Wednesday, Netflix's version of the Addams Family series, has only been available to view for a couple of weeks, the show is already a hit. It's a new interpretation of the well-known story of the eerie Addams Family, namely Wednesday, the older sister who's sarcastic and deadpan. Enid Sinclair is her trusty old sidekick and best friend who also happens to be a werewolf. The two get up to all sorts of mischief at Nevermore Academy, but it makes us wonder how alike are Myers and Sinclair? Well, to start with, Emma chose to forego the full moon werewolf change for something much more glitzy and traditional for the Netflix series premiere. Walking the red carpet in a breathtaking off-the-shoulder Baza Alzuman burgundy corset gown with a voluminous skirt. It turns out that Emma and her character she plays on TV have nothing in common. Enid is outgoing, but Emma is an introvert. Can you believe that? The young actress confessed to interviewers that while on screen she has high energy, in real life she's nothing like that. But they're both optimists, and it's the one thing they do have in common. She reckons that the reason why she had so much fun playing Enid was because of their differences. She got to take on a completely new persona. Emma mentioned that she grew up watching the Addams Family and Addams Family Values, which helped her create her viewpoint of the family and their wider world. But she didn't know that the Addams Family was a comic book until she went to the audition for Enid. She'd seen excerpts from the original TV program, but was more familiar with the Addams Family through the 90s films. Fortunately, because Myers shared Addams' room, a challenging position, we get to see her frequently. Interestingly, though, it was simple to distinguish between the two girls. Enid is seen balancing the issue with her bright and incredibly optimistic manner, whereas Wednesday is represented as a cold and pessimistic kid. Due to their contrasting personalities, Wednesday and Enid exhibit a spark of resentment toward one another at first. However, as the series progressed, we witnessed their growing affection for one another, which enthralled viewers. At only 20 years old, the young actress, who began acting when she was just 8 years old, or back in 2010, has established herself as a regular on TV and in movies. Imagine the potential growth of Myers during the following 10 years, possibly beyond our conception. Emma Myers added in an interview that she would have opened her own tea shop instead of being an actress, but now the plan is on the back burner as she still hopes to accomplish it in the future. We don't know if you know this, but she used to be a competitive dancer back in the day. Her preferred dance type is contemporary, which incorporates elements of jazz, modern, and ballet, as well as other dance styles. That's too much talent for a tiny 20-year-old. Moving on to first crushes. Emma Myers developed a serious infatuation on Nomeo from Romeo and Juliet when she was a little girl. It appears to have something to do with James McAvoy's performance as the character's voice. Wondering what song she's had to replay? We've got the answer. The song Emma Myers listened to the most was Somnus Ultima from the Final Fantasy XV soundtrack. Now, this girl has some serious nerves of steel. She has a cat at home despite the fact that she is allergic to them. In fact, Myers is considering adding another kitty cat to her family in addition to the one she already has. Myers also established an empire on social media since the modern day is heavily reliant on these platforms. You can find her on social media platforms including Instagram, where she's racked up an astounding 6.6 million followers, like many other famous actors. She genuinely got a lot of followers after the debut of the Wednesday series, so we can't help but give the series some credit. Getting to know people hasn't always come easily to the young star, and Myers admitted in an exclusive interview that she had the worst social skills as a young child. She sadly recalled how she had experienced bullying in school and was treated differently everywhere. Myers said that she stood out for the rest because over her time in school, her tastes changed. Well, we're not doubting that edge because it got her here. She also admitted that she lacked the energy to socialize with others in another interview. While this is the show that shot her to fame, Emma Myers has been working since 2010, so she's not new to the game. She used to do a small number of parts that weren't too major. She's a part of a short film called Crooked and a TV show called The Glades. However, because these parts were very small, they didn't lead to her success. But after she launched a forceful comeback in 2020, she eventually succeeded in landing parts in TV programs including A Taste of Christmas, Dead of Night, and The Baker and the Beauty. Myers' career was effectively launched from there, and prior to signing with Wednesday, she also starred in the 2021 film Girl in the Basement. If you're wondering what she does in her free time, let us tell you this girl is a gamer. Well, sorta. Her favorite game is Animal Crossing, and Pietro is her favorite villager. For those who don't know, Pietro is a sheep villager in the Animal Crossing video game series. His name is Italian and could be an ode to the French Pierrot or the Japanese loanword Piero, who knows, but she loves it. Now, there's lots of things behind the glitz and glamour that go unnoticed. It's not always butterflies and sunshine, not even for these young stars. Emma Myers was once trapped in a blizzard for 7 hours on top of a mountain in Iceland. We can imagine being stuck in the middle of violent snowstorms with strong wind. We can't imagine being stuck in the middle of violent snowstorms with strong winds. How Emma Myers endured the blizzard in Iceland for a total of 7 hours is beyond our comprehension. To make things worse, on an Italian train, Emma Myers was pepper sprayed while someone attempted to take her cell phone. Moving on to happier things like her love life, Emma Myers appears to be single right now. There is, however, a remote chance that she might be secretly seeing someone. She's not yet made any public comments regarding her romantic relationships, but we've got our eyes peeled. By the way, did you know she's a K-pop fan? 17, a well-known K-pop boy band made up of 13 members including S-Coups, Jeonggung, Joshua Jun, Hoshi, Wonzu, Woozi, DK Mingyu, The Eight, Sinquan, Vernon, and Dino, is a favorite of Emma's. She claimed that 17's concert in Newark in 2020 was the best concert she had ever attended. She said, "I don't understand folks who are sort of casual about anything," she remarked at the time. "For a very long period, when I get into something, that becomes my entire personality." We feel you, Ems. Even though Emma is most known for playing Enid Sinclair on Wednesday, securing the role was no simple feat. She claimed that the Wednesday audition procedure took a very long time. She gave an audition in February of 2021 for the part of Enid Sinclair, but she didn't find out for sure until June of the same year whether she'd gotten the part. According to her, "I have never yelled so loud in my entire life," when she found out she'd actually got it. We spotted a few images of her with friends and family when we looked through her Instagram account. We also discovered several images of her from her international excursions and a number of images of her beloved cast and crew from the Netflix series. What's a girl without her besties? We love that Emma Myers and Jenna Ortega get along well in real life, in addition to being best friends on Wednesday. They frequently hang out off the show and comment on each other's posts on Instagram and TikTok. Now, did you hear the rumor that Emma Myers and Maddie Ziegler are related? Take it from us, despite their uncanny resemblance, they're not. Oh, but Jenna is besties with both her and Maddie, if that counts. Since determining one's net worth is notoriously challenging, Emma Myers' current net worth is unknown. Starting pay for actors in Netflix teen dramas has in the past been in the range of $20,000 per episode. We assume that Emma's salary and net worth are both impressive given the quality of her work on Wednesday, right? Good news for all of you fans. She's been chosen for the Netflix comedy Family Leave, which will feature her. In the body swap comedy being directed by McGee, the actress joins Ed Helms and Jennifer Garner. The storyline for the movie was written by Adam Steitzkel, and it is based on the book Bedtime for Mommy by Amy Krauss Rosenthal. Along with Myers, Brady Noon has also joined the cast. The roles of Jess Walker and Bill Walker are of two parents who are doing their best to keep their family united as their children grow older, more independent and more distant, played by Garner and Helms respectively. According to reports, Cece and Wyatt, the couple's children, will be portrayed by Myers and Noon, who appeared in the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. We're so excited to see her in this new role and can't wait to see where it takes her. So what did you think of the inside scoop on Emma Myers' life? Let us know in the comments below. As always, make sure to subscribe if you like this one. We'll see you next time.